Show of hands, who loves going to the dentist? No? Just me? Okay. Well, technically I don't like going to the dentist either. But my dentist sits right at a great place, right where the Norfolk Southern main line sit. There's 4 tracks here, often storing freight trains, either leaving Binghamton or coming into Binghamton. Sitting on these main lines on this afternoon were 2 NNW hoppers along with an auto racks on the second bridge. There are technically 4 bridges here. There's 2 on the left and 2 on the right. The 2 on the left, the back left one, has ERIE LACKAWANNA stamped on the bridge. Hardly visible now, but you can see where it said the Lackawanna Railroad. And above that, you can see one of the old soldiers of the Norfolk and Western Railway, an old covered hopper. There was 2 of them. These have become very hard to find, and anything that has to deal with one of Norfolk Southern's predecessors, I'm all for it. The Lackawanna name wasn't the only old name. How about this Great American sign? Has since then gone out of business. Enough of the old, it's time for the new, as 2 NS locomotives were backing up, probably to go pick up a train, or this was a local. I don't know, because I didn't have my scanner, so I was coming off a school day and the dentist. Here's what I do know. These 2 engines were going long hood forward, and the 2 engines were NS ES44 AC number 8139 and NS AC44 C6M 4100. I feel really bad for the conductor on the rear end of 8139 as it was starting to pour as the train was coming through. Or I should say the 2 locomotives were coming through. If you can't deal with all sorts of weathers, terrain, or ground, you best not be a railroad conductor. It's a tough physical job. The next morning, we were back in Bainbridge. First thing that woke me up in Bainbridge that morning was NS 265. The 265 is Air Massachusetts to Chicago, Illinois in a modal train that works Mechanicsville, Binghamton, and Buffalo. Today's 265 has the most common power you can find on the D&H. A Norfolk Southern SD60E and a Norfolk Southern -944 CW and another Norfolk Southern -944 CW. I think this train has a brand new customer along with 264. And our usual mix of Hub Group JP Hunt is this DRT container. These have been popping up more frequently now. I think they're a brand new customer on the 265 and 264. But I could be wrong. But it has seemed that they have been showing up lately. There seems to be a common theme throughout the video of me not having a tripod for any of these shots. Well, that was the case with this one. This time I wouldn't be coming home from the dentist. This time I'd be coming home from track practice. And this 30T, I wouldn't find it, it would find me on the way home. I only had seconds to pull out my camera. Tonight's power had NS 4370, an AC44 C6M, and 1822, an SD70 ACC. The NS 4370 is no stranger to the D&H. The 4370 came up here in 2020 in August and led at the time NS 22K, which is now considered today as 264. It was a brand new unit at the time. To see that train, go ahead and watch this video. It's a very old one and is almost 3 years old up at this point, but it's still enjoyable. It is beautiful what God can create on this earth, including a beautiful golden sky like it was on Saturday evening. And then, well, night came. But the nighttime had a little surprise. This is NS train 31T. Up until this point, I had not seen this train since the start of December to late November. So it was exciting to see the late night runner. Most of the time, if you wanted to see 31T, you would either have to stay up really late, past midnight, or get up really early. Of interest in tonight's rolling stock were a few UP 60-foot high-geek boxcars. "31T would spell the end of this week. Next up, spring break. God bless and see you around the bend.